Hey guys, Kenny Stapleton here with Area 401 once again, and we're going to knock out a very touchy subject. So, the touchy subject is the ammo apocalypse and what can we do about it as a group. So, I've been getting phone calls over the last 6 months addressing how many rounds of ammunition should I have to protect my home. And we get into the subjects of, hey, what's going on? You know, where are you at mentally? What made you go out and buy your first firearm? And a lot of it boils down to fear. So that's an issue all on its own. Fear out of not being able to have firearms and fear of being able to protect their family, blah blah blah. So that is its own subject. But we're talking about rounds of ammunition per firearm that you have in your house. If you do not train, big exclamation point here. If you do not train with your firearms, it's the same thing as buying a hammer and you have no intentions of doing carpentry work. Doesn't make sense. But okay. So 300 rounds. I'm going to go with 300 rounds of your choice of carbine, 300 rounds of your choice of sidearm, and then 100 rounds of birdshot, 20 rounds of buckshot, and 20 rounds of slugs for your shotty. So, and that's pretty much on the high end. So if you get to the point to where you have to defend your home and your family and whatever you need to do to survive, if you do not train and you surpass 300 rounds of your carbine of choice and 300 rounds of your sidearm of choice and the extra shotgun ammo, you're screwed. And probably if you've got anywhere near that to defend your home, you're probably screwed as well. So there's no reason to go out and buy thousands of rounds of ammunition other than to screw somebody else. I mean, that's honestly what it's boiling down to. So the people that are in a community of shooters and competitive shooters and people that enjoy firearms, you are really hurting that branch of people and their lifestyle, because this is their hobby as well as it is mine. And I sound kind of salty because I am, because what you're doing is you're going out and you're driving up prices on ammo that shouldn't be anywhere near what they are. I went to an ammo auction, a guy died, and he had 20 or 25 tables of ammo. For what reason? I have no idea. He might have been a shooter, but I don't know if he was or not. He had a bunch of really nice guns that looked like they were pristine. So they looked like they'd never really been taken out and shot. And he passed away, and all the things that he collected, were sold at auction. And that kind of sucks to see that happen, you know, instead of it being passed down, or some of it, whatever, maybe some of it was. But if you get to the point to where you have surpassed the 300 rounds of each firearm, you're probably in a bad shape anyways. So more than likely you went out and bought an AR-15 and you're not confident with it or competent with it. So you maybe got online, read some reviews, and then went with the route of somebody that was reputable, or you went to a gun store and listened to the guy behind the counter, which more than likely has no idea what he's talking about. He's just trying to make a sale. So what I have here is a AR-15 pistol. It has a weapons mounted light, and I am running a Holosun 510 on this particular AR pistol. This one has a collapsible folding brace rather, sorry. You know, so I can tuck that, I can put it in the bedroom, whatever. This gun is very capable. I trust this gun. I know it will run. This shotgun, Remington 870 Express Magnum. It will run 2 3/4 and 3-inch shells. I don't need a 3.5-inch Magnum. That does not make any sense, because if I'm in a firefight, I want to be able to run my shotgun competently, and that means staying on target. I do not need 3.5-inch Super Magnum turkey shells. That doesn't make any sense. So, and then pistol. This is a SIG 320. And by the way, do you know how many rounds? So this is my competition gun. My competition gun holds 21 to 24 rounds depending on which mag I am running. So if I'm running 20 round mags at 300 rounds, that's 15 mags. Do I need 15 mags? No, probably not. Especially not to defend my house, because how competent are you with running 300 rounds through a pistol in a row? You know, I mean, honestly, ask yourself that question. Could you run 300 rounds through a pistol without fatigue, without something happening? You know, so 300 rounds, that's more than enough. Same thing with the AR platform. Could you run? So this is 10 mags. This is 10 mags. I believe so. Yep, 10 mags. Do you think you could competently do mag changes and carry this much to defend your home? Probably not, because do you have the setup for it? Do you have these strategically placed throughout your home, or do you have them strategically placed throughout your property where you could get to them if you needed to hightail? Probably not. So, do you need more than 10 mags? No. Do you need more than 300 rounds? No. Especially if you are a new person to being a gun owner. If you want to be a gun owner and you want to shoot and you want to have fun, by all means, but quit going out and paying $1 and plus a round for 223 or 9mm. It doesn't make any sense, because you're driving up the demand and the supply is low for as many people that are wanting to get it because they're fear buying. So all of our ammo manufacturers throughout the nation are running 24/7, 365 days a year for the last year. And right now, if people stopped buying ammo, it still would roughly take 8 or 9 months to catch up to the demand, which that's what we should do, because I have enough ammo to defend my home, but I was never really in the idea of stockpiling ammo for that reason. I'm a shooter, so I had a revolving amount of ammunition that I would go through, and then I would buy more, and I always had like a buffer area of ammo. So that was with 9mm shotgun and the 223. It was just revolving. I would order and shoot and order and shoot. So I was never stockpiling to make this big hoard of ammo that I couldn't do anything with if I had to leave here. That's another thing. You know how heavy ammo is? You know, I mean, how heavy thousands of rounds of ammo is? It's pretty heavy. Are you going to be able to get it and go wherever you want to and still take the supplies that you need to get there? Probably not. So the ideology of buying crap tons of ammo and hoarding them and buying guns that you don't even know how they shoot or how well they shoot, if they'll cycle properly, and there's a lot of thought that goes into this that guys that have been shooting for years know. So take it from one guy that has been around, and I am by no means the best with a firearm, but I'm not shabby. So stop paying ridiculous amounts for ammo. Stop fearing what they're going to do, because if you're not going to use it, it doesn't make any sense to buy it, especially thousands of rounds. I like shooting. I hope the people that have bought guns are taking the necessary steps and precautions in furthering their knowledge and training into that firearm industry. By all means, I would love everybody to be able to go out and shoot, have fun, go out with their buddies, learn, train, study, and grow as a community with firearms. I think firearms should still be taught in schools to a basic level and then go from there. But the fear mongering of ammunition and the news media, social media, CNN, NBAACP, QRS, I don't know, all the 3-digit news networks on TV. Stay away from them, because they do control how you think after a while. Repetition creates the same process in your brain that allows you to say, hey, I know that because they've said it 1,000 times. That's just like if you meet somebody and you're trying to remember their name, you say it over and over and over and over in your head. Because I'm horrible with names. So guess what? If I keep saying that over in my head, I'm going to remember it. The same thing is if you're getting fed information, whether it's true or false, if you keep hearing that same rhetoric, it's going to become true up here. It's going to become what you know, whether it's right or wrong. So get out, study, figure out what you want, figure out what you need to defend your home, and go buy an adequate amount to defend your home or what you think you'll need, and then stop there. Because if you got to defend your home, there's more aspects of it than that. Somebody, it's called raiding for a reason. So if you have to do what you have to do, apparently that person would have something in return, so you could go there for and re-up on whatever they have. Maybe it's good, maybe it's not. But this is a video that I wanted to touch on, and I hope you guys can relate to this. If you guys want a video on anything else, please hit that like, subscribe button. I know it's all over YouTube. People are beating you to death to subscribe or whatever. I don't care. Comment or do whatever you want. You're going to anyway, so I appreciate it though. So you guys have a good night, and I'll let you be.